Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the David Meade Show. Broadcasting here today. Today I got a little I got a little a Zoom thing. It's for the side where people can actually call into my show. We can actually discuss a lot of things that's really going on in Fall River. But first, before I get into any excitement today, what I want to do is I want to put the weather out there today. Tonight is in the 30s, cloudy. Conditions will continue for the rest of the day. Wind gusts up to 17 miles an hour. It's in the 30s tonight at 7 o'clock, which is now 7 p.m. in the 30s, and 8. It's in the 30s and 20s. It's supposed to snow at 12 a.m. Tonight, so it's gonna snow. We have snow in the forecast for the rest of, and then it's rain. So today is cloudy, 38. Tuesday, it's on Tuesday, 100% chance of rain. Wednesday is gonna be nice. Thursday, rain. Friday, 40% chance of snow, 60% of snow participation, 53 moderate, and air quality is the 50, which would be similar from yesterday at this time. So, with the weather being out there, I want to focus on what's going on here in America. Throughout, I want to focus on a lot of things and that's going on here. So, when I mean, let me see here. Let me see here. I gotta find something here. A pregnant DoorDash cannot make deliveries after her car wrecked. An officer was finishing the job. Wow, that's something, huh? Dreams become true. And Carterance catches rare gilpos of northeastern light. Wow, that's awesome. The northeastern light. International Polar Bears Day is a DNA prevent Irish brown bears related to the polar bears. So yeah, I mean it's something there. So a man who couldn't read or write until 18 is now a Cambridge youngest black professor. So yeah, it's awful. You know what I'm saying? So and I also want to get into some stuff. McCarthy. This is a conservative show, and I want to also give my buddy a shout out. James Kilgus. He's my coworker. And sometimes I listen to his show a lot too. And I just want to give him a complete shout out. Because he's a progressive. So I mean we don't agree on a lot of things. So he's he has a progressive show. So and he's a really nice guy, really nice young adult. Probably trying to do the right thing. So but enough of that being said. Arrest made in a fatal Ogden County motorcycle crash. Wow, I wonder what happened there. You know. So a Philadelphia teen charged with beating death of a 7-year-old returning to jail. Wow, that's something. But I also want to direct myself into some things here. First, looking at we'll meet. Okay, let me see this. Oh boy, this is kind of. Let me see what's going on here. Being a ordinance by the City Council of the City of Fall River as follow. The Chapter 46 of the Code of the City of Fall River, Massachusetts, 2018, which the chapter related to the offense is to amend as follow. Section 1, by striking out, and Section D, one which section pertains to remove of graffiti of the following: 48 hours in steering and place thereof to the week. Section 2, by striking out Section D, 3A, which section pertains to removal by the city and its entirely in a place thereof to follow. I love how these people write. The Department of Inspectional Services shall send the property owner to provide prior written notice by graffiti constitutions of the Republic nursing ordering property owners to remove said graffiti with such 2 weeks receipts, and not notifying the property owner that he complied with. Oh my God. Such building shall cause says graffiti is to be removed at the expense of the inspectors of, and will be responsible to send the notifications to the property owner's location by the property owner will give the city license to remend the graffiti at the cost of the property owner without, let me see here, trying to read this. I love the city councils, how they write. At risk of liberty to the city. Section 3, by inserting at the end of Section D, 3C, which section pertains to removal by the city, love this language, to be charged accordingly to the current collective bargaining agreement of the Department of the City in November, passed to be ordered and approved November 23rd, 2020. Paul E. Coogan. What a dino this guy is, man. Oh my God, this guy, he needs to go, man. This guy needs to go. You know what I'm saying? I mean, right now, my opinion on all that, I think, that by Elton M. Butchard of the city clerk. I mean, this guy needs to go, man. This guy is pounding taxes on on the taxpayers and everything, putting more burdens on the taxpayers, even the homeowners and everything else. That's terrible, man. That is. I mean, that's disgusting. You know what I'm saying? You know what this guy is doing. Oh my God. And let me see here. Biden's betrayal. Who is a pandemic treaty is destroying the U.S. by Jeffrey T. Cummings. The Biden administration is about to hand over the U.S. Soviet to the United Nations, effectively empowering the World Health Organization to control and determine America's future response to an emergency pandemic such as COVID-19. If such of the new pandemic, according to the world, means that whom's unelected bureaucrats can impose crushing lockdowns, authorizations, vaccines and mask mandates, and unconstitutional surveillance and monitoring procedures by the Chinese styles and states spying on all American citizens in the name of fighting and global emergencies pandemic unleashing stop the according will be the most revelatory and destructive act on Joe Biden's presidency. It will undetermined over the national Soviet and eternal end of constitutional self-government. Wow. This guy is, according to the Epoch Times, which first broke in the story of U.S. Health and Human Services Secretary X Barr with who Director General Taro. Wow. Yeah, well, guess what? Joe Biden's about to hand over the Soviet Union and hand over the America to the United Nations. That's terrible, man. Wow. But you know what? My question is, okay, I think, that Joe Biden's doing, a hell of a good job of, I think, that, McCarthy is doing a good job. People always, all the time, okay, put down, McCarthy, you know what I'm saying? And say, hey, well, McCarthy's not doing a good job. McCarthy is doing a good job, okay? The only thing that, we're looking for our pipelines, XL pipelines back, and, put America first, you know what I'm saying? Because that's how it's always been, America first, okay? And we enjoy having America first. America first pipelines. Once we get that established back again, now we can actually put these people to work. Back to work again. But so we can put these people back to work again, and that's it. And once we put these people back to work again, then we can get things started again. You know what I'm saying? Well, if anybody wants to call in, they can. You know what I'm saying? So I have a so that's okay. So, anyways, but the thing is, um, but all this, uh, and McCarthy, yeah, got a little distracted a little bit. But if anybody wants to actually call, if anybody wants to call, call in, they can. You know what I'm saying? So, I'll get the actual phone call. So, and if anybody wants to, if you want to talk about anything, you know what I'm saying, but keep it civil. That's all I asked, because this is a conservative show, and I like it, conservative. So I like to have it like that. With the no swearing and no music, no nothing. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's a conservative show, and I like it that way. But the thing is, Joe Biden, okay, what he does is he goes down to Ukraine, but he does not go to the border, okay? Now we have this big huge border crisis, okay? So we got this big huge border crisis going on, all right? And what we want to do is we want to, you know, we want to we want to, protect our borders. So but see, that's why McCarthy went down there. Okay, House Speaker McCarthy. House Speaker McCarthy went down there to answer the people's questions down there. That's what the people wanted. They wanted Mr. Biden go down there and answer the questions, but instead he went down to Ukraine to pass out more of our guns and more of $20 billion to Ukraine, and which is it's not fair. You know what I'm saying? And you know what? And I'm not gonna apologize, okay? Because we have a border crisis going on, okay? We do. We got a border crisis going, and we also have opioid crisis going on too at the same time. So those are the two things. First, the border. Second, the opioid crisis. Okay, Ukraine can take care of themselves. Okay, the United States. Okay, really, honestly, the United States don't need to be. We don't need to be sticking our nose into this stuff. Okay, hey, I'm a conservative, and that's my right to actually speak on what's right and what's wrong. Okay, so, but the thing is, that the border should have been first. Okay, it should have been, but guess what? It's not. Okay, it's not first. So, what does that what does that actually tell you? Okay, all right, it tells you a lot, because when you have uh, you know the Democrats, okay? The Democrats don't put America first, okay? Well, the deep state, you got the deep state, you got the fascists. You got basically all these people, okay? That doesn't like America. I'm just saying that, but again, we always talked about the the derailment, the train's derailment. You know what I'm saying? So there's always accidents in trains. So actually, what's going on with that, man? I haven't even figured that out yet. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even know what's going on with that. America. So again, but we always want to put America first. When we don't want to put America last. Okay, pipelines. Energy. We always want to be energy independent. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we want to do. We want to be energy independent. So, and having energy independent is awesome. Okay, being independent with the energy. Okay, we don't need we don't need electric cars. We don't need flying cars. We don't need electric buses. We don't need all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? You know, I mean, because it's going to cost a lot of money, and this is what the Democrats don't understand. They don't get it. They don't get it, and I'm sorry, but I mean, that's my right to speak on that. You know what I'm saying? And I will continue on speaking on it. I mean, I do, and you know, and it's hard. You know what I'm saying? Because we see the Democrats want one thing, the conservatives and the Republic want the other thing. Okay, we had it all. Everything was all going good under the Trump administration. It was. Oh, it was. Okay. I mean, we got broken out of wars. We had no wars, and I don't like when somebody says, well, they should throw Donald Trump in jail. Okay, that's one thing I don't like. That. Okay, I mean, what's fair is fair. Okay, I don't like when people say, "Well, hey, you can." Trump is a criminal. He's not. He's not a criminal. And matter of fact, he had nothing to do with January 6th. And here we go. You know what I'm saying? I mean, things are gonna get worse as the presidential election comes around the corner. So this is what I'll be talking about. Okay, I'll be talking about this. With other conservatives. And yeah, I'd be talking about this with other conservatives. You know what I'm saying? And and it's not, it's not right. You know what I'm saying? I mean, everything was going all good until, well, they say Trump is saying this and saying that, saying this and saying that, saying this and saying that. Well, the thing for me, I'd like to have proof, you know what I'm saying, of all this, you know what I'm saying? But all I know is that Trump did not have anything to do with January 6th, okay? Matter of fact, and I'll say this, okay? And I'll get the transcripts and I'll play the video that Trump had said to Nancy Pelosi, can you please get the National Guard troops in so that they can come down here, okay? And Nancy and former Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi said no, she's not going to do it. So she refused to do it. Like she ripped up the like she ripped up the paper of the the Union, the State of the Union, okay, and she ripped it up, and why he was making his speech when he was president of the United States. I actually got pictures of that too. So I mean, Nancy Pelosi wasn't no saint either. You know what I'm saying? So and Chuck Schumer ain't no saint either. You know what I'm saying? Chuck Schumer and all the rest of all the rest of them. You know what I'm saying? But hey, I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he got us out of wars. You know what I'm saying? He got us out of wars. Taxes were dropped. Gas prices were doing okay under the Trump administration. So flying cars. Well, they want all kinds of stuff. Okay. Oh, they want electric cars. They want they want all this stuff going on, right? Well, you you can't always get what you want or what you ask for. So I mean, that's just it. So I mean, from both sides we can actually we can debate this, we can talk about this all the time, but it's something that the government has to figure out. You know what I'm saying? but we're the people. We try to figure this out. Governor DeSantis' address of the shooting that killed reporter at 9-year-old and wow, oh my gosh, this is and Lakeville Vision in Florida during a press conference on Monday, which is today. Governor Ron DeSantis addressed that a string of shootings in Orlando that ultimately left 3 people dead, including reporters and a 9-year-old girl. I cannot believe, okay, and I'm going to actually play this clip because this is his press conference.
Better communities. That does not work. And you have these people, when they've had multiple arrests, multiple times where they could be held accountable, and you keep cycling them out into the community, you are increasing the chances that something bad will happen. Now, this was obviously horrific beyond belief that would happen. But there are criminals that are committing serious crimes, maybe not at that level, but other serious crimes that maybe don't get as much news, and that happens. And when I see police officers who've been gunned down, and you look at the guy that did it, and he's got a long rap sheet, and people have just been passing the buck. One of the things we're doing in our crime package is we are going to, and the Supreme Court has to bless it in Florida under our Constitution, but you need to have these judges hold these people accountable. They know you can't release them without bail. I mean, you have to have, there's going to be pretrial detention potentially. But just cycling them back out on the streets is a huge problem. But these prosecutors need to take this seriously, because I think most people know, the average person, the majority of people in Florida would just never commit a crime because they don't want to do that, and it's not in their nature. There's other people that can be deterred. Maybe they would do it, but they don't want to go to jail, so that's enough to keep them. But you have a small element of people that the way to protect the community is to get them off the street. And the only way you can do that is if you prosecute them when they're committing this criminal activity.
A wet floor with no sign.
Well, yeah. I mean, now the district attorney, the district attorney, state attorney in Orlando is thinking you do not prosecute people, and that how you somehow have a better community that doesn't not work. You have these people with multiple arrests and multiple times where we can held accountable. But yeah, we have to hold these people accountable for things. Just like when people go around shooting people, we have to hold these people accountable, which is Governor Ron DeSantis in Florida. Okay, he is right. Okay, he is right. We have to hold these people accountable for their actions. But don't take our guns. Don't take the guns away. Okay, the AR-15s are not assault rifles. They're not assault rifles. I mean, they're just AR-15s. That's all they are. And the people in this country have the right to protect themselves and handle and protect themselves. The people in this country have the right to protect themselves in this country, and because this is the land. See that flag back there? I have a flag back there. That's the land of the free. Okay, the people have the right to protect themselves in this country, and you know something. And as a citizen, as a citizen of this country, I'm going to actually stand by that decision, and I'm going to stand by the conservatives. I'm going to stand by McCarthy and Donald Trump. So I mean, because we have that right, and there's no possible way that people can not take that right away. But you know what? There's one thing I'm going to actually agree, because in Wyoming, okay, Wyoming, and I kind of always repeat this a lot because and because I do believe that Wyoming does not have any age limit of people of to get married. You know what I'm saying? And let me tell you this, okay? I believe that people of adult, you're supposed to be 18 years old before you get married. I mean, in Wyoming, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, it's kind of it's kind of it's kind of sad because we hear these things all the time. Certain countries that don't have age limit. You know what I'm saying? And I think that really kind of like really boils my boils my water. You know what I'm saying? So it's sad. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, you're supposed to be. I know Massachusetts has a age limit. I'm saying I know Massachusetts does. Okay, has this big, huge age limit. And we want to you know we have that age limit. Okay, Massachusetts, because Massachusetts always has a we're 18 years old. So I think the governor out there in Wyoming, whoever the governor out there is in Wyoming, I will call you out as a conservative. I will call you out, and please, do your job the way you're supposed to be doing it. Because you guys got to set age limits out there. You can't, just have anybody get married at a young age, 16, 9, or 17 years old, because it's unlawful for that to happen, because they're children. You know what I'm saying? So, yep, they're children. And you see here, America's Conservative Union in 2023, Day 1, live CPAC in Washington, D.C., Day 1, 3/23 to 2023. It's going to be live and in a few minutes. So it's going to be live in Washington, a few minutes. America's Conservative Union, CPAC. It's going to be live. It's RESPN. It's going to be live soon, and it's on Rumble.com. A friend of mine shared it, so and whoever is a conservative Republican, please, you guys can go to it and listen to it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's going to be some interesting things. So we gotta clean up the swamp again in the White House. So I mean, yeah. Franchise stars Kelly Granmore, Jesus Revelation shocks box office in the No 3 opening. Wow. Congratulations to the preacher. Congratulations there, buddy. I mean, it's today tonight we're supposed to have some snow tonight. I don't know how many inches, but people are saying 5 inches of snow. Some people are saying 2.5 inches of snow. I don't even know what to think anymore. I mean, first it's nice out, then it's not nice out, and I mean, I don't know. Lawmakers in Tennessee age has legal concerns over abortion ban. Well, you know what? Hey, you know something? It's I have to I have to research that too. I mean, I have to look at that. I don't want to even get involved with that. So body duck hunters missing since December, found in Delta County. Wow. Imagine that, huh? I mean, look at this, a Chevy Noble. Nice friggin' Chevy Noble, man. Old-fashioned cars, classic muscle cars. One of the best. I mean, look at the cars today. They're garbage, and they want to bring, uh, um, electric cars that would break down on the street and everything else. When you're down in the dooms and the car breaks down, how are you going to do your electric car? How are you going to drive a? I mean, hydrobirds, yes. Okay, yeah, hydrobirds. Gas and electric, you got to put there. If you run out of the electric, then you got the gas to get home. Okay? If you run out of the gas, you got the electric to get home. So hydrobirds, those are nice cars. I like them. You know what I'm saying? To me, I would actually agree with that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know about anybody else. So, if anybody, decides that they you want to call in my show, go right ahead. I mean, I got the transmitter and everything else to do so. So if you want to, I mean, it's up to you. An 84-year-old man seriously injured in a car while crossing the street in Mass. Wow, ain't that something? You know, getting an inside scoop on one asset class real estate. Oh, the thing is, again, I really want to talk about Pamela Liberty LeBeau, city councilwoman, because of her actions. Her actions with her threatening and phone calls and on a burner phone that shouldn't even happen. Um, so that shouldn't even happen. So I wish she steps down from office. Honestly, that's my opinion. I wish she steps down from office. South Coast cancellations of delays of school. There's been a lot of talk about that, of cancellations of schools in Massachusetts. And I don't know anything about Rhode Island, but today, February 27th, there's many dads on their birthday, which haven't been seen in 47 years because of God took him when I was 12 years old away. Wondering. Yeah, all right. Well, on Fund 107, okay, there's been a lot of cancellations, school cancellations, for the weather. You know what I'm saying? So, and yeah, I mean it has been. And it's been a lot, you know what I'm saying? So, New Bedford officials have announced a new $5,000 signature bonus of incoming city police officer as a tentative encouragement and appreciating any hiring crisis in the department. But the city police union has said that the department is operating at X-ray staffing levels with 211 filed positions out of the budget for 258 police officers. Mayor John Mitchell and Police Chief Paul Oliveira revealed a new bonus in a press release on Monday, which is actually today. A press release today. So according with this release, bonuses will be offered until the New Bedford Police Department sees a substantial recovery in their staffing levels, and new officers who accept the signing on bonus will be required to stay with the department for at least 5 years and release notice, as has been widely reports by police departments across the country are facing staffing shortages as they are struggling to recruit and retain officers, and unfortunately, New Bedford has not been appear what Mitchell said. So, although the department has intensive it's recruiting more than officially We need to do more. Let me see here. We need to do more, he added. Hiring bonuses are an important tactic in our effort to hire police officers in the current environment, Oliver said. This hiring bonus is just one of the several tools of our disposal within the external one. Oliveira noticed that New Bedford police are producing a new recruitment videos, and the department is also hosting a practice civil service exam within a potential recruits. The department is also conducting outreach of the high school and college events. We are taking critical steps necessary to plenish our staffing, Oliver said. The Bedford boy with a spin fragrant gets inside look in the police and fire stations. Joseph Aguilar, 5-year-old New Bedford boy with spin defined was WBZM main critical for 2022 when he asked Joseph, "Geez, what do you want to be when you grow up?" He said he wanted to be a New Bedford police officer. When the police officer found out Joseph wanted to join their ranks, some days he was invited to tour the South End Public Safety Center, and visit the police and fire, animal, and control department. Wow, congratulations to that little boy. You know what I'm saying? New Bedford Joseph was visiting South End Public Safety Centers. Yeah, well, he wants to be he wants to be a police officer when he grows up. Congratulations to that young man. Good for you, buddy. You know what I'm saying? I'd like to meet this young man in person. You know, and I can shake his hand. You know, wants to be a police officer. Good. You know, I mean, it's awesome. You know, I mean, you know, those are the kind of people that love love police officers. I do. You know what I'm saying? You know, some. You know what I'm saying? You know, I remember when my uncle Bob was a police officer, and a former police officer. His name, I would keep his legacy alive as much as I can. Officer Officer Hyde. He was one of the best police officers that I've ever known on the force, and he was actually great. They call him the Gunslinger, so that was his name. You know, very nice guy. I mean, I used to talk to him all the time, and he was awesome. You know what I'm saying? So, and now, but now we have a shortage here in the Fall River Police Department too, ourselves. And what we want to do is, excuse me. So what we want to do is, we want to try to bring more staffing to our police department, more 911 calls to our police department and everything else too, because I mean there is a lot of there is a lot of there is a lot of things actually going on in the city of the Fall River. So I mean, we want to we want to bring more staff in. CPAC is live right now, and I wonder what they're talking about. Let me see here.
With leaders, entrepreneurs flourishing. Interesting.
Oh well, CPAC. Let's see here. Oh, I guess it's froze. So. See here, because I like to listen to CPAC. Well, I guess it froze. Yeah, CPAC did.
As I said, I'm pretty good actually.
Yeah, this is
I've got
CPAC.
smart people like you to help me calm down about
Good luck.
calm down about the world. So what I'm going to do is we've got some headlines. I'm gonna tick off about a minute's worth of rhetoric and stuff that people are saying, and then I'm just going to have it launch into it. And
Okay, well, this is freezing up, so. But a 72-year-old man was arrested for possession of over tons of child pornography. Oh my God, this guy. Oh, Lord have mercy. Oh my God. You know, 72-year-old man for possession over 1 ton of child pornography. This is crazy. Oh, God help me. According to Mon County Sheriff's Office by the MCSO, they arrested a man scheduled for legally possessions over 1 ton of child sexual abuse. Oh my God. This is disgusting. During the months of January, they received information that multiple files consenting of child sexual abuse model had been overloaded to the internet. After further investigation, detectives learned that the files had been uploaded from the suspect's address. Wow, this guy's got tons of them over here. Holy. They're all in boxes at the police department. Wow, after searching his residence, a warrant that was discovered multiple prints and photographs of pornography and consistent of child sexual abuse, marital other than residents at home, told detectives. Wow, this guy's a scumbag. Oh my God. What a dirtbag. Former OBGYN accused of sexually assaulting patient faces new charges. You ought to do time. You ought to do time. I mean, a lot of it. I mean, not just 2 years. You ought to go for 5 years. Oh, Lord have mercy. You know, let me tell you something. You know, well, let me, okay, I'm going to get off all that other subject and talk about something else. New Bedford announced the 5K sign-on bonus and file staffing shortage. Wow. It keeps going. Yeah. Fall River's got a shortage too, a staffing shortage too. We have staffing shortage in the 911 operators. We have shortage in the police department itself. I mean, we need to bring staffing up in the police department, and you know, and you know what? And Mayor Paul Coogan hasn't done any of that yet. Okay, Mayor Paul Coogan gives his staff a raise, but criticizes the school committee about a raise, and and does not want to do it. So, do you see the logic in that situation? That's bad logic, man. I'm telling you. My opinion on all that, I think Mayor Paul Coogan should go. You know what I'm saying? And and that's it. Concerns of a mom seeking public helping locating her missing New Bedford 14-year-old. They haven't even found that this mother's poor little girl yet. Oh my God. So this is an announcement from the David Meade Show. There is concerns about a mom publicly helping to locate her missing New Bedford 14-year-old girl. I don't know. Let me see if there's any pictures of this young lady anywhere around. So yeah, she's seeking the help. of a 14-year-old daughter that was missing in New Bedford. That was never found. But I don't know if this would help. This picture right here, and if you see, let me see if I can flip it a little bit. That way you can get a little better look at it. All right, yeah. Well, this is her right here. Please, share that picture around. So that way she can get her little girl back. You know what I'm saying? So she can. So please do. There's a little bit more better photo of her. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, and I mean the poor mother. I feel bad for her. You know what I'm saying? That poor little girl. And it's pretty sad that has to happen like that. You know what I'm saying? New Bedford Mayor Police Chief is okay. Well, we already covered that situation there. Let's see what else is going on in the world. Forward educational television. Public schools closing Tuesday, 2/28/23, due to the time of a independent storm, which will make the morning commute hazardous by 3. By there will be no school tomorrow, Tuesday, February 28th, and 2023. All after-school activities are also canceled for tomorrow. Please be safe and have a great night. So, again, schools are going to be canceled. There ain't going to be any schools at all tomorrow because of a storm. We have a snowstorm coming, and they want to make sure that everybody's safe. So yeah, they posted it, no school on Tuesday, which is tomorrow. So there it is right here. I'm gonna put it. Oh, I can't. No, you can't see that. You see this? Let's see if I can jump it up a little bit here and make it. Let me see. You can't see that. I mean, I'll post it. You know what I'm saying? So, on my, I'll post it as a story, and you guys can see it from there. So that's what I'll do. You see, Mayor Paul Coogan, oh boy, that guy needs to go. Him too, as well as Joe. And I'm going to go to the CERTA website, and I'm going to see if there's any cancellations on the buses for that. Let me see. SR. Let's see. SRTA. SRTA. CERTA bus. Okay. Southeastern Regional Transit Authority is about Southeastern Regional Transit Authority posted. Let me see here. We are seeking a dispute of what is to talk about. Why is New Bedford Buses network may change in the future, and we will be out on Tuesday, January 24th. Let's see here. What's going on here? Holiday services. That's passed. Fare collections resume. I see holiday services. I want to see if there's any service interruption notice due to staffing shortages and several trips were canceled today. So yeah, service interruption. Yeah, we are looking for we are looking for people to actually drive the bus. Drive the buses. I mean, they are hiring. So I mean, if anybody's inquire to that service, please, please, inquire of it because it's it's cool. It's crucial. Okay, if you're looking for a job, if you have like a CDL license, go for it. You know what I'm saying? Um, so go for it. You know what I'm saying? Because sort of pays good. So maintenance. Bus. If you want to be a bus driver or something, hey, you know something. Let me see. Proposal and changes and stuff. So let me see. Services interruption notices. I mean, there's been a lot of interruptions in services schedule change. That was in August. Yeah, there's been a lot going on with the sort of buses, and it's not their fault. Okay, it's not their fault. Okay, and it's not. So if you ain't got the drivers, you can't put a bus on a road if you ain't got the drivers. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So, no cancellations yet for the SRTA. They're not canceling anything yet. I guess they're going to. I guess they're going to keep the buses going. On the. I guess they're going to keep the buses going. Yeah. So they're going to keep the buses going, for tomorrow. So, which is good. You see what else is going on. No school in Fall River tomorrow on the 28th, 2003. Snowstorm is coming. Get bread and milk. And so get bread and milk. Took this picture of Durfee. So, yeah, I took a picture of Durfee too. Laugh out loud. Yeah. So, Open Square Mall development project in Holyoke sold for $12 million. Oh boy. Ugh. So, yeah. It's new Cobra Kai season 6 film update is coming. So, yeah. Who does the Fed fundraiser interest rates and how do these heck goes? Wow. You see here, what else is going on here in Fall River, Massachusetts? Apartment rental falls and crush New Bedford's new supply in markets. Wow. Talking about that, talking about that, the rents in Fall River. I mean, look at it. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Rent, $2,000. Rents are $2,000 a month. Yeah, some of them are $3,000 a month. I mean, it's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? It's nuts. You know what I'm saying? It's something that well, we don't want anymore. So again, we have to figure out affordable housing, and that's what we need. So affordable housing, that's what we need. Okay, I'm going to read this right here. This is something that so affordable housing. Okay, Congress shall be a part of. Yes, I'll be coming down. Yes. So Congress should be a part-time job. Americans do not have the higher options for Congress right now, but polls are showing that only 21% of America believes that Congress is doing a good job when it becomes to an ethic, and minority students show that America's ranking Congressman Bureau about car sale, unfair compensation, and last, most states have lemon laws to protect you from dishonest car salesmen. Believe it or not. Oh, talk about that. I remember I remember now, somebody bought a car in Fall River one time, and believe it or not, the car went backwards. Okay, when you shifted in gear, the car actually went backwards, and that was it was right on next to right across the street. That car lot is not there no more. It was right across the street from Kennedy Park. Guy sold over lemon. Yeah. So Congress is bureau about car salesmen and unfair compensation, unless most states have lemon laws to protect you from dishonest car salesmen. Believe me, they are unpopular because America just don't understand that the great jobs they doing. Congressmen sent out more letters and fighting for more pork and earn earmarks and making more TV appearances, but America people is disliking congressmen progressively because they know what they are doing. They are appearances, but American people disliking Congress, especially because they know what they are doing. They are spending our country into observer. Congress has lost touch with the people they are supposed to serve. Our country in a terrible financial shape as we comply with massive debits for our children and grandchildren to pay right now. Each American's own 45,000 on the national debit, and that figures is set to raise much higher. What we need to do is this situation is to serve radical change that would call the savings our grandchildren an honest package. We start by remarking Congress, and there are several vertical steps to America needs to take. This first making being Congress is part-time. So yeah, we ought to make Congress part-time. You know what? You know something? All these big people, okay, like Congress, I mean, these politicians, yes, they should have. We should make their jobs part time because you know something, because they're getting like six figures, okay, and you know something, and the power that they have, they let it go to their heads. So I mean, yeah, I mean it's about right. You know what I'm saying? It's about right. It is. You know, it's about right. Well, I got one more to say. My show's about to end. I have to, go somewhere. So I'm going to head down to my cousins in a little bit before they, decide to throw people out. All right. So updated on a missing quiet massa woman found saved, said police. Oh, good. Thank God for that. So 11-year-old comfort school board by reading loud from the mute and found his. CNN corrupt. Oh. So again, we need our pipelines back. We need energy independent, and we also need Trump back in office again. So okay, everybody, my show has ended. Take care, everybody. Have a great night. Again, this is David Meade Show. My broadcasts Mondays through Fridays. Mondays through Fridays. I have a Zoom BTA that we can that you can actually call in to my show, and if you want. So again, you guys can call into my show if you want. So take care, everybody. Have a great night. I love you guys. You guys are great, man. You guys are great, and and I'll be on tomorrow at 7 p.m. and bringing you the weather. Maybe some sports now. Maybe we can actually talk about sports like baseball, football, and all this stuff now. So I'll line something up for tomorrow, and maybe we can do that. So take care, everybody. Be safe. If you gotta go out and get some bread and milk, do it now, man. Do it now. Get that bread and milk now. Get that grocery shopping done before that storm hits. So take care, everybody. Have a nice night. This is your host, Dave Meade, the David Meade Show. And I'll be on tomorrow at 7 p.m. And with some more excitement, news, and weather, and possible sports like basketball, football, and all this stuff. Because this is stuff, and maybe wrestling. Who knows? So take care. Have a great night.